Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. I'm working on stuff from New York. These are more photos from Sleepy Hollow, and I had everything out on my desk and realized, oh, I kind of need the same type of stuff for this next layout, so I'm just going to go right into it. So this was still in the cemetery, the same one that I was showing here. So I have that. I have an open spot here, need to fill that. And then over here I already had my photos picked out here as well, and I just needed to figure out what was going to put in the pockets. I've decided to go with these circles that I have and then fill them either with journaling or with embellishments. I have my phrases are still out here, but I also have the bag of ephemera that I had out before. Now a lot of these are kind of big, but some of these might fit inside a circle like that, so I do have them available. We'll see if any of those work. And then also I still have these stickers sitting out, and some of these definitely would fit in those circles. So I think this one hopefully will go relatively quickly. Should be pretty easy to put together. I mean, it is kind of a lot of work with everything that's happening, but that's okay. I'm excited to challenge myself. But I think the first priority is to find a pocket card for this. Since I've got these circles picked out in the colors I want, I need a card. When I was looking through my cards, I was trying to take in consideration all of the different colors that I have, and I realized I have a lot of the same thing happening as the other one. Blue sky, but then I've got green, gray, brown, pretty much. I don't have any orange, but I like this card, and that brings in some of the orange, and it allows me to potentially work in orange to some of these spaces, and I dig that because I have a lot of my phrases that are orange, and then I have stuff on both of these sheets also orange. So hopefully that opens up the colors I can use. But I love this card. I love that it says it's the spooky season with the bats and the little orange stars and things, and of course the witch. So I think that's going to be a good place to start. So first things first, I decided to move the photos around a little bit so that my circles will be back to back. I just think that's more visually interesting. So these are the two I had for the inside here. These are the two I had for the top. So like this one and this one will end up being back to back, and it makes it more visually interesting because then you can kind of see the open parts of the pocket behind it. So that's what I think I'm doing. So I did shift those, and now I have to kind of get my circles in order here on what I want to put on them. I just realized something. Does this look better? That's a little bit closer. Does that green look better on top than this one? I don't think I have one that's that color. That looks better maybe, and then these would be on the inside. I think that would be okay. And I could even switch them if I wanted to so that these greens are further apart. That might be a better way to go. And then these grays aren't right next to each other. There's gray here, but it's a lot less than this, entire photo. So maybe it's going to be these two and then these two. So I'm dumb, apparently. I just realized that this card goes with this set. I forgot that I ordered papers that had pocket cards to cut out on a 12 by 12. So I did that. These are the same. So I probably should use some stuff from here because it is meant to match. It's the same color scheme. So for sure on the top flap here, I will use some of these. This one I decided to do just a pumpkin on it, and I do have others. So if I decide I want two of those, I do have several other pumpkins that are options here. I kind of like that one says boo, but I wouldn't be opposed to having a cauldron or the cat or something else in this other one so that they don't look exactly the same. In looking at the sticker sheet, I think I'm not going to do another pumpkin up top. I might do one on the inside, but up top, I think I'm going to use this headstone that I have here, But then I'm going to do it a little off center. There we go, just a little. And then I'm going to add one of these orange stars. Is this one too big? Should I go with that one? I do want it to take up some space. Come on. Sure, now it wants to be difficult to get it off of there. There we go. If I just do it like that, kind of up there. You know what? It looks a little blank. Maybe I do need to center it after all. Ooh, is this going to come up? Ooh, I hope it doesn't rip. Careful, careful. Okay. Woo! Let's center it after all. More like that. And then I can still use this, and that can just be off center. Yeah, that's not bad. So that one would go, oops, up there. What do I think of that? I think that looks pretty good, actually. All right, so yay, that was pretty simple. Now I need to do these two, and then I probably need maybe something like here off the side, or even here. Well, I don't know. I don't want it too close to this card. So it almost has to be up here, but I'll worry about that in a minute when I get to it. Instead, I need to do those circles. So those are next. So I've decided that on these two that are going on the inside, I do want another pumpkin. So it's because this one is on the lower pocket, I'm going to do this one on the upper pocket. And it's green, so that'll be a nice color contrast. I'm going to do this one right in the center. Easy peasy on that one. I can get it in the pocket. So I'll go right over the other circle that's already in there. Those look great. Now I have to pick out something for this gray one, not a pumpkin. We'll see what else I have. I think for this one, I'm going to go with this tree that I had off that sticker sheet. Obviously it's a little too big, but I can cut it down. So I think I probably will go like right up to the edges of the circle. And then it can overlap the bottom, and I'll just cut that off. There we go. That's how that one looks, and I like that. Let's put that in here. I hope that black isn't too dark of a contrast there. And it's backed up to that one. Let's see. I think it works actually because of the black that's over here. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right, and I'm thinking I may have to adhere these together just so that they stay better in the pockets. But then I just have to make sure that I get them lined up correctly and they're not like off center or wonky. Once I glue them, I don't want them to get stuck, and I hate the position and I can't move them around again. So I looked through my phrases that I had still out here, and I looked at the stickers I had, and then I pulled out my ephemera stuff, and I think I'm actually going to end up using this ghost. I like the idea that it's a cemetery and he's just kind of floating out here a little bit, so I think I'm actually going to put him on the edge there. So when this is closed, that's what it'll look like. When it's open, it's a nice visual triangle there, so I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, there he is. He is adhered and ready to go back in the pocket. So let's put it in there and see what I think. Get it lined up as best I can. Okay. So, get this stuff out of the way here. There we go. So that is when it's closed. That's when it's open. I like that. I actually don't think that I need any phrases like label strips or stickers or anything. Like, I think this is enough. It's kind of self-explanatory what it is, and I love that these add such a bright pop of color in there. So here's another one done for New York. Thanks for watching.